Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Now Showing. And this week, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Now Showing.
Now Showing. And this week, Now Showing, Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, classic 1962 film.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, Alec Guinness.
In a slightly problematic role.
Yeah, a very white man playing a not white role.
You have to admit, he's really good at it, though.
He is. I mean, I thought he'd be in it more than he was. He's like second build on the fucking credits. And he's only in about an hour's worth of footage.
Yeah, true. Which isn't a lot for this film.
No, that isn't. That sounds like a lot. It's not.
No, yeah.
No. And what was the runtime on the film?
It's like 3 3/4 hours, I think. Intermission. You ever seen a film with an intermission?
Never seen a film with an intermission before. But
I've seen a couple.
I think it's just like one of those things that used to happen back in the day. It's them big epics. Yeah. Like the other two films that he did on other sides of this was. Have you ever seen Bridge on the River Kwai?
No, I need to.
He did that. Yeah. That was the film he did before Lawrence of Arabia, and then after this film, he went on to do Dr. Zhivago.
I never heard of that.
You never heard of Dr. Zhivago?
Nah.
To be fair, I don't know what it's about.
There you go then.
But I've heard it's a really good film. It's another epic anyway, so.
Not as epic, sadly.
No.
Epic, awesome source film.
No, mate.
No, one thing I've noticed with like all films with intermissions is the bit after the intermission is always worse.
Yeah, no, that
right, and it definitely was just a bit less inspired in this.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart, I think, towards the end. I was like, it feels like everything moved way too quickly.
But at the same time, like, way too much exposition as well.
Oh my god, way too much exposition. Alright, I'm going to get into my biggest problem with this film. It does not need a 3 hour and 45 minute runtime.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it deserves, like, maybe 3 hours.
I don't know.
It deserves more than Heat.
It does not deserve more than Heat. No, it does not. I think 3 hours is pushing it. Because there are a lot of scenes in this film where there is just nothing happening. And it's not forwarding...
Yeah, but
it's not forwarding the plot. You're not exploring the character.
Like the movie analyst, like, every scene needs purpose. Like, you can have artistic scenes. I agree, some of them are too long.
No, I'm not going after the artistic scenes, like, where they're riding through the valley, because it looks gorgeous. Like, the cinematography is insane. You can tell it was inspired by Star Wars.
Nah. Just everything practically done.
Oh, I just love that. I love it.
Seeing like horses off like miles in the distance, like that's what it is.
Well, it was either that or the crap on my screen that I'm not playing.
True.
But yeah, no, I think it was bloated.
Yeah. That's fair. But like, there's certain liberties you got to take for the time. Like, it's bloated because like going to the cinema was like an event.
Yeah,
people expected that. It's like going to a play. You expect 3 hours out of it. Also the other issues of it being an old film,
Yeah, I mean,
blackface and no female characters.
Yeah, there were really like no female characters at all.
There legit isn't a single female character.
I don't know. I think there was maybe one scene.
Yeah, but they're not characters.
They're not characters. No, they're just extras.
And
this film fails the Bechdel test on a massive scale, mate.
This is another thing about the age. The acting is like, especially Peter O'Toole, you can never work out whether he's absolutely terrible or like it kind of works.
I couldn't like the acting. Yeah, I wasn't 100% behind the acting. No. I was like, I don't know what, because I think back in the day acting is just a bit more over the top. Like in these older films, and I'm like, it's just not doing it for me. Yeah,
I think the over the top works. What I'm kind of gathering from what they're trying to do from this film is like, it's from his memoirs, and then people are saying that his memoirs are sort of exaggerated and things. And I think the film's trying to critique him as like, thinks he's like the saviour of the people, where he's a bit of a warmonger.
Yeah,
I think his acting portrays that well, but that's something that's better about the second half, to be fair.
Yeah, the second half does portray the more like warmongering side of it.
The grey areas of the story.
Like the real moral ambiguity of it, which I liked. I liked that they were doing that.
Ahead of its time.
Yeah, and I just... yeah, that was a good part of it. I had a point and I forgot what it was. I've genuinely forgotten what my point was. No, yeah, the moral ambiguity is something you need, because I felt like especially the first half, it was very much the white saviour kind of story that you see, that I think is a bit common in films from back then. And then to go on to say, well,
yeah, but I think it was done with a lot of respect towards like he had a lot of respect for the Arab people.
He did, yeah,
more than any other characters.
And then he had that bit in the second half where he was like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't be arsed.
Yeah,
says I'm gonna go home. I go, what, mate? He gets shot. He's like, I'm fine. Second that he gets fucking like, what did he get? Whipped.
I mean, that's probably worse than getting shot.
Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't die though. No, he got whipped, and then he was like, all right, I'm going home. But then one talk with the general, and he was like, okay, I'm going back.
Yeah,
like, mate, how big is his ego?
And like, what's the point in putting all that in the movie? It just slows it down. It doesn't really
exactly. It slows down the pace, and we know that he's not going to give up, because everybody at the start of the film was like, oh my god, what a lovely guy. You know, what a showboater. He did this and he did that. And I'm like, he's going to go back. But
that beginning is corny as well. You don't need the whole like modern day bit.
No, you especially don't need that scene with the motorbike.
Yeah, you got lucky. So the version we have doesn't have the intro sequence of the motorbike just riding with the overture in the background.
Yeah, instead this DVD wanted to really appeal to the director's vision, so it's just 4 minutes of a black screen
at the start of the first and second half of the film.
Yeah,
so we just skip those because obviously. So, but that is a grueling first scene. It's just a guy riding a motorbike. Yeah. But
no, and the death is the
it's goofy.
It's the goofiest thing, because like the camera when it's facing forward, I'm like, okay, that's cool. The camera when it's facing him, I'm like, get out of here, man.
It's not. Like, again, it's off the time, you got to give it.
Yeah, I give it some leeway with that.
Like, I can look past the goofy death scenes and things, but like, I understand the incredibly slow pacing at points. Like we say, in the first half of the film, for the most part, the really slow pacing of them like trudging through the desert makes it really feel like a huge adventure.
Like, yeah, it makes it feel like you're on the fucking journey with them.
Yeah, but then you get a bit tired of like the political stuff being that slow as well.
Yeah, the political stuff, a lot of political scenes in the second half. Like, it really became all about the politics. I'm like, okay, yeah.
This is probably like a terrible comparison, but you compare it to like Indiana Jones.
That is a terrible comparison.
Yeah, but like all the bits in Indiana Jones you're enjoying is like when they're traveling around the world. That's what makes the new ones bad, is because they're not filmed on location.
Yeah, no, they're filmed on a green screen in some studio.
Yeah. So like, when you're watching something like Lawrence of Arabia in like exotic locations, you just want to be in the exotic locations. It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you don't want to spend any of the time doing the boring stuff at present.
No, you just want to be in there immersed, and that's what that film's great at. And it's about like the hour-long mark where you like kind of get over how old and jarring the film is, and you're just like, wow, I'm just fully like locked into this world right now. This is amazing.
Exactly, yeah. And again, shooting on location is just brilliant. I love it.
The best, and their like dedication. Like the tornadoes in the sand.
Yeah.
No special effects. They just had to wait
just waited for a tornado in the sand.
They just saw it and filmed it. Like the sunrises and stuff. I heard they took like days to get the perfect takes for those.
Oh my god.
Because it is just the sunrise. Mate. They had to get because it's the desert. Sunrise is early. They had to get like the whole crew out there at like 3 a.m.
Oh, mate. I just love that dedication to the craft.
That is passion.
Yeah,
and you can feel that through the whole film, whether it's like janky or not. It's full of passion, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what I love about this director, is that you can tell he fucking loves films.
Yeah, and something you lost like those older films are kind of funky looking sometimes, bad soundtracks. This one especially has one great overture, and then the rest of the music is really off-putting.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it should be in the film, some of the music.
I've noticed this about a lot of 60s films, like the soundtrack is terrible.
Yeah.
But like, if you can look past that stuff, there is like that still some of the greatest like cinematic achievements.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's something that I need to get in my head when I watch films like Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
like I don't like Citizen Kane.
Kane's amazing.
I hate it.
Again, it's a bit long, but
it was absolutely groundbreaking for just cinematography and how you capture a scene in general. So
and the characterization. We're going off topic.
Yeah, we're going off topic. Yeah, but you know, I just
in defense of old films. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, in defense of old films, like that was good.
Yeah,
that was good. I enjoyed
Diamond
it.
in the Rough. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, it is a very good film and it's worth seeing as a movie buff. And you know, it's shorter than another recent film that everybody arse licks that was set in a desert. Dune.
Oh, mate, what's your problem?
It's shorter and it's better. So,
okay,
there you go.
It's not shorter than Dune.
It is. You add the two parts of Dune together. It's longer than that.
Why would you add the two parts of Dune?
Add the two parts of Lawrence Arabia together.
Oh my god!
Even with the intermission.
Nah, I don't know. I think it was good, and I think it
imagine
was
seeing that in the cinema.
Yeah,
well.
in the cinema. I think that would have been amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with the intermission.
Yeah, and you'd be able to hear all the dialogue.
Oh my god, no, that is something that I want.
Yeah, the audio mixing is a bit. But again, like.
Don't say it's of the time, because there are plenty of films that have great audio mixing from
It is, but like it's not designed to be played out of your crappy speakers on the TV.
Oh,
you know,
get out of here, man! It was 62. People had TVs in 62.
Yeah, but they weren't releasing films.
They had films on the TV.
They didn't have tapes long enough to have films on. I might be chatting shit.
You're chatting such shit. No, they films played on the TV back then.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No, what do you mean, maybe?
Well, the moon landing was like, night.
Oh my god!
Like, loads of people had TVs by then.
Yeah, to watch them. Well,
yeah, and then that was like 61, 62, right?
62.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people had TVs when
Elvis was still making films in 62, I think. So, like, that just tells you the quality of films you got to compare this to.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
Like, yeah.
But there were other good films coming out. Well. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know, there's still quality films. Spartacus, probably.
Probably is right. Yeah. Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur, yeah. Jason and the Argonauts, you know. But no.
We're terribly uncultured on old films, aren't we?
No, we are. Mate, unless it's Stanley Kubrick, because I did a whole module on him.
Oh, I still haven't seen Space Odyssey.
Oh, mate, let me tell you something. It's boring.
Oh,
nah.
I was expecting you to say that about
it.
Lawrence of Arabia, to be fair.
No, you know what? There was enough in Lawrence of Arabia for me to like it and not think this is just 4 hours of walking around the desert.
They're not wasting your time.
No, they don't waste your time, because most of the scenes have a point.
Yeah.
When it's not just fucking Peter O'Toole like dancing around in a puddle.
Yeah,
you know, scenes like that I think they could cut out.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Because I think we already establish about 10 minutes into the movie that he's a bit of a goofy guy.
Yeah. You
don't need to show me him dancing in the rain or whatever.
Yeah. I think there's definitely like a need for a little like trimmed version of it. But there's, you know, you'd be trimming less than you'd expect, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd be trimming less than I would have.
Because all the like the long paced bits especially in the first like half of the film, like even before the intermission.
Oh yeah.
First half, like in the desert.
The first half, you know what I think is really good.
Yeah,
I think I would barely.
I'm struggling to
it.
fault it. Yeah,
but the second half is a bit more flawed. But I think you know.
Yeah.
But
when I said struggling to fault it, that wasn't including the blackface.
Yeah, the blackface.
You know, I could probably fault that.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
you would.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Overall, I think it was a good film.
Out of 10, it's a bit arbitrary, but you know.
7.
Yeah, I give it like an 8.
You give it an 8.
I give it an 8, maybe an 8.5. I can't think of another film that I want to sit down for 4 hours to watch.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hey, I looked online. This is rated 92 on Rotten Tomatoes.
92.
Yeah, which is filled with a load of people who definitely know what they're talking about.
They have no idea.
Yeah, they're fucking clowns.
Like we do.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Like, you got any ideas? Oh, we had an idea for the next film.
Oh yeah, we did.
One that neither of us have seen.
Exactly. Jaws.
No, not Jaws. It was Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
God, we always choose long ass films.
I know.
We've got to give ourselves a break soon.
Mate, don't worry. I'll get Bulletproof Monk on the next.
I kind of want to see that, you know.
Oh my god!
That's it. You ain't got anything more to say?
No, I think we've pretty much encapsulated.
One more thing I should point out.
What?
I have sneaky suspicions that many animals died making this film.
Oh, especially on that train.
Yeah, the train with all the horses.
Because I was thinking that at the time. I was like, well, I'm not sure about
this.
It's
like, okay, it's sick that they do everything for real, but
the animals, because there was about 60 horses, I feel.
Yeah,
just darting off that train.
Yeah, like they must have broken legs or something.
Oh, definitely, fucking hell.
And then
I was thinking that when the camels were walking over the rocks, I was like,
I've never seen a camel run before.
You never seen?
I've seen that film before, but I don't remember. I feel like I sound like an idiot right now, but like are camels meant to run?
Yeah,
are they meant to run that much?
Camels do run. I think it's a bit of a myth that camels walk.
Whipped, fucking.
Yeah, they were getting whipped. Yeah, I was like, oh my Christ.
Yeah, and since it was filmed on location, they actually were out there in the desert.
Yeah, and so
it can't have been nice for these animals.
No, it definitely wasn't, especially the horses. Because at least the camels are built for the desert. I don't think the horses are necessarily.
No, probably not.
No.
Yeah. Don't know why I had to bring that up.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's fair. You probably should bring it up, but I thought, hopefully no animals died. I'm gonna look that up. I'm not. I'll look it up later. But good film.
Yeah, good film.
Yeah.
You feel cultured after watching that?
I do. I feel like I knew more than I already knew because I didn't know he was a real guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I mean, I think a lot of this is allegedly.
Yeah.
Because
there's plenty of we should really have looked this up, but
we should.
Yeah, there's a lot of other people in the film.
Yeah,
there's other opinions that could have been given about him.
Well, yeah.
Just depends what the film's based on. If it's based on his memoirs.
It's based on his memoirs, yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, it's a movie.
Exactly.
Could all be false. Still a good movie.
Yeah, mate. But
brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next week we'll be tackling Apocalypse Now.
Good luck to us. Yeah.
But see us next week. I've been the Wobbs.
I've been Sorry.
And we're out.
Ciao.